going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are having an amazing day. So, first day back from vacation. Yesterday really doesn't count. Today's Friday. Great weather. It's a little gloomy out, but temperature is nice. And here we are, back in the garage. And everything is good, so no complaints. So, got a lot to talk about. I'm completely blown away. First off, let me put the camera down. All right. Boy, oh boy, we got busy morning, a lot to talk about. So, got Sandman in my eyes, pardon me. First things first, I've been meaning to show you guys this box. So I want to just show you something really cool, and I really don't want to touch it too much. I had a box sent to me from Virginia is for Lowriders. No idea what was in it. He's like, yo man, give me your address. I want to send you something really cool. So let me show you what this gentleman sent me. And I am super grateful for this. For someone to say, hey, I want to send you something. Dude, that is freaking awesome. I could use this as an air freshener in the garage, which I'm not gonna, but that is damn awesome. For someone to say, hey, I want to send you something because I appreciate you, that's awesome. So that's numero uno one, okay? Now, we got a lot to talk about before we get started into the video. So you can't fast forward this stuff. You better not. Skip through the video. So number one, Virginia's for Lowriders. Much love. Much love, Mr. Crawford. That is awesome. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to put a link in the description. Mr. Ben Tirpak. If I pronounced your name wrong, don't sue me. I'm terrible with grammar. Another channel sends a donation to my channel because he appreciates my content and he wanted to buy some coffee. So I cut some hearts out this morning. I got to paint them up and whatnot. But Mr. Ben Tirpak, I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description. Please say hi. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. He's got some awesome content. That's number two. But wait, there's more. Number three, was totally not expecting this. Completely out of the blue. Brandon from Lower Class Fab reached out to me. He says, hey man, I want to buy you coffee. Holy shit. That's three channels. Virginia's for Lowriders, Ben Tirpak, and Mr. Brandon from Low Class Fab. Much, much love. I cannot thank you guys enough. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Brandon, seriously, much love. I really appreciate you. I was totally caught off guard. I met you at Mini Nats. You must have been very busy and tired, and I really didn't get time to talk to you. We're going to have to catch up on the next show. But wait, there's more. And again, we're gonna get to these later. I got to run to the hardware store because I'm out of paint, the reds and the yellows. But Mr. Crossmember, dude, another donation for the coffee wall. Guys are absolutely smashing it. I can't thank you guys enough. Mr. Rick is gonna get a red heart. Brandon's getting a red heart. We're gonna send him a red heart. And also, because, and again, I'm blown away by this. Crawford sent me $25. He's like, man, stay hydrated, buy yourself a bunch of waters. So I'm going to have to go inside later when I hit breakfast and make a bigger heart because he went and upped, and we have to figure out another color for the wall for Mr. Crawford. So now, number four. Holy shit, there's more. Mr. Zach Mitchell. Again, much love. Thank you. $10 donation for the coffee wall. Dude, I can't thank you guys enough. But wait, there's more. Pinky from the UK. Dude is he's killing it. He's going to have all these hearts are going to be his up there. Pinky, again, much love. I'm glad that I inspire you. That is the goal. For me to inspire others to get in the garage, have fun, light that fire again. And that's that means a lot to me that people message me and email me and say, hey man, you give me the motivation to continue wanting, to get back into my project and not losing hope. Super awesome. Pinky. I gotta run to the hardware store later and get these painted. But guys, I'm really like, I'm speechless. So we got Crawford, Brandon from Lower Class Fab, Ben Tirpak, Mr. Cruisenberry, Zach Mitchell, Pinky, and I want to say there's one more. I'm going to have to find it, but I just cut these up this morning. That's impressive. That really is. Guys, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I can't thank you enough. Seriously, I cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the chassis. The fan is on, blowing the breeze. I love it. Hopefully you're not picking it up in the microphone. So here we are. We've got everything leveled out, evened out. The motor is 90% in its place. I want to just show you what I've done. All the edges are beveled. These are all plug welded. Obviously you can see that I haven't finished these, and I'm going to right now, well, in a minute. And the same over here. These are going to get plug welded. And on top of it, you can see the inside of the chassis there. I'm going to plate the inside of the frame. So this way it's nice and strong. I'm not sure if I can plate the top, but even still, I'll add another gusset here, and that will never give us any problems at all. I'm confident in it. So I didn't want to show you guys me drilling, all this stuff out, because it would have been nonsense. So I'm going to put the camera down. I'm going to get situated here so I can get these things welded up, and we're going to get back to work on this chassis. All right, so I thought this would be a great time to show y'all what I'm doing. I needed to extend the cross member. The distance between frame rail to frame rail is 29¼ inches. The most that SS Chassis Works can bend is 28 inches. You'll never get a bend like this for the cross member, so unfortunately I had to stretch it. So what I've done is same thing, rosette weld, drilled, grind, all that fun shit. This plate is welded to this extension, and I'm going to tack these up real quick, pop the other extension in, and you can see I cleaned the inside with my air grinder, and this thing will be good to go. So yeah, so we're going to put this cross member together, slide it up underneath. I already test fitted it before. It was just obviously a couple of inches too short, so it fits underneath the chassis rails, and it's looking good. So all right guys, good morning. It's Monday, back at it, fresh, ready to go. Had a nice and joyful weekend. Got some stuff done around the house, worked on my son's truck, teaching him how to replace his brakes, how to save money, and here we are back on the crew cab long bed. So I'm going to show you what I've been working on this morning. So much noise and grinding and cutting. You don't need to see all that and hear all that. So I'm going to spin the camera around and show you what we're doing. If you haven't been paying attention, I'm going to go over it once again. We split the rails here, and I opted to grind some of this off to install a nice little fitch plate, and that'll give it some strength. And I've cut up another one to overlap it. That's going to go on the inside right here. That will sandwich the two nicey nice. Fixing to get this side here welded up. I've got some heavy duty box tubing. I'm going to get a couple more clamps, squeeze this together, and start stitching this frame rail up. Once this frame rail's stitched up, I'm going to repeat the process that's going on over there. Once that process is complete, And then we're going to work on to making engine mounts all over again, which it's not a big deal, but just have to make them all over again, you know, center the motor up and stuff, all that happy horse shit. But everything's coming along really nice. I made some adjustments on the rear, tacked the plate up there. This is kind of how the stiffeners are going to go, like a so. I went ahead and cut some pieces up. This is going to go, obviously got to get trimmed, but that's going to go right here. So it'll look like it's weaving in and out of the chassis. I made another one, which is right here. This is going to go like so. Got to readjust the rail, but I'm not sure if I'm going to put it up here or if I'm going to put it down here. You know, haven't figured that out yet, but at least it's cut. It's all part of the process. You cut some stuff up, you tack it together. Do I like it? Do I not like it? Is it going to work? Are the bars going to be in the way? Is something going to be in the way? You just don't know, so you have to try. So let me get to work. We'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Well, yesterday I was grinding and I ended up with something in my eye. Now keep in mind, I am huge on personal protection. Always have my glasses on. But I know what happened was I took my, because it was hot in the garage, my shirt and wiped my face with it, like folded it up. And that's how I got it in my eye. So I just had to go to the eye doctor and have it removed. So today's going to be a R&R day. She said no activities. So something of note, the young intern, boy, her breath reeked of alcohol, like she had one too many last night, but she got it out, thankfully. So do not take your shirt and rub it on your face, because you don't know what's on your shirt. That's the moral of the story. Gentlemen, ladies, so I lost 2 days. Obviously you've seen the picture. PPE 100%, got to use it. It's what it's designed for, your protection, personal protective equipment. I had it on, like I said, you know, your shirt gets full of metal particles, you roll your shirt up, you do one of these and you end up with all that shit in your eyes. So is what it is, man. There was rust in my eyes. I had to put medicine drops in my eyes. So whatever, it happens. But unfortunately, this video is going to get cut short. I'll show you what I've been working on this morning. I got some more hearts up on the wall. I got some more drying from Mother Nature. And is what it is, man. Stuff happens. I'm okay, thankfully, but could have been a lot worse. You never know. Could have potentially gone blind. Who knows? Just, you never know. But anyway. All right, so stiffeners, L stiffener. As you can see now, it kind of makes sense. Starts at the front, cuts through the chassis, which it really doesn't. Looks like it does. Comes through, comes up and over, and then cuts back in towards the side. Obviously, there's going to be some, you know, pieces here to make it nice and rigid, but it really looks good, man. I mean, looks really, really, really good. I like it. I'm very happy with it. I don't want to spill the beans yet what I'm going to be doing as far as, you know, suspension. I have an idea in my head. It's probably going to take me a week or so to iron out all the particulars, but if you're smart, you've got some space right here. Let's see if we can play a game of connect the dots. As always, parallel 4-link and then a Watts link on the rear. This is an Infamous from Cleburne, Texas. This is going to go something like this. And then the bar is going to go bam, bam, bam. You know the deal. But I might have to make a little bit longer of spacers for this to push it out a little further. I shaved off 1.5 inches. Maybe, maybe not, but we'll see. Again, I have an idea. I'll have to try it once we get that far. But overall, things are moving along pretty nicely, considering I lost 2 days. The engine is back in its place, in its little home, nested. Made some new engine mounts. I got to, grind them up once I get this out to, make them even and stuff. But Crossmember's in. Remember, I told you I had to extend it. Now you don't know. You probably didn't know if I didn't say anything. But it looks good. Very good. So, I am a huge believer in Moog ball joints. From hopping cars back in the day, I've always went with Moog ball joints. That's what we're going to use on Scotty's truck. This is a K772 lower and a K727 upper. I don't know what this come out of, but you can see I've got some collars I got from SS Chassis Works. These are 1.25 inches because I'm going to be using 1.25 inch DOM for the lowers. And the uppers are Mustang 2 similar style, so it's going to use the same cup. We're going to do inch tubular uppers and 1.25 inch tubular lowers. And I just want to show something real quick, which is not a big deal. These are your lowers, these are your uppers, obviously. No biggie. I got the reamer. We're going to have to ream these out. 1, 2, 3. Same with the upper. Not a big deal. But I'm collecting pieces for the front suspension. That's why I haven't started it at the moment. So once I have all the pieces, waiting on a die for my JD Square bender. I got to hang up all this stuff too. Man, I've been so busy. But yeah, so we're waiting on the bender, waiting on, not the bender, the die for the bender, waiting on some front suspension parts. And then once like I said, once I have all those pieces, then it'll be time to start working on the front end. I have it all mapped out in my head. The only thing I do not have mapped out is the rack. The rack isn't a big deal. The rack will be ordered from Flaming River. They can make you whatever style rack and pinion for your pivots. And again, that'll be a whole video. And it's hot. See, that's how you end up with shit in your eyes. But overall, everything's coming along really nicely. Here, I'm going to show you something real quick. Now, tell me that doesn't look badass. I got to adjust this one a little bit. Yeah, right there. Right about there. I got to measure it out. But yeah, that's basically how she's going to look, man. That is really, really cool. Again, this is all off the top of my head. There is no system behind this. This is just me thinking outside of the box and coming up with this idea. Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to end this video this way. This was not my intention. I did not plan on getting a chunk of metal in my eye. Stuff happens. Got to roll with the punches. As always, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, day, month. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Adios, amigos.